So today I want to talk about how I use the simple sales funnel to profitably make $47,459.04 in 15 days without an email list, owning a product, or being an Amazon person. Sounds pretty interesting. I underline the last part because it's super important. Everyone in here sells on Amazon. I think you've heard a lot. I've talked to some of the other speakers. You've heard a lot about diversification, how important it is to not put all your eggs in one basket. So you guys get it. I won't beat that to death. But I do want you to just remember, a business without a mailing list, without a customer list, is not a business. You can try to rationalize it any way you want. But when you are running a business that's doing $250K a month in sales, $300K a month in sales, and it all gets shut down, and your heart sinks to the bottom of your pit of your stomach, and you go, what just happened? What am I going to do? I've got 72,000 inventory sitting here. I've got 100K coming over. How the hell am I going to move this stuff? It all gets very, very real that you actually don't have a business. And I'm speaking from experience. This is what happened to us 2 years ago, and it's what really, really got me serious about understanding the diversification. So that's why I want to share this with you. Again, it's a case study, but I'm also going to give you some fundamentals, and we're going to talk a little bit of math, but I promise it won't be. It's good math. It's the type of math that makes you money. So, all right. So first question: do you consider yourself adventurous?
Yes. Sure.
Yeah.
All right. That's good. So the reason I ask is because what I'm going to share with you might be a little bit different than what you are normally being taught or what you've heard, and it's going to force you to step a little bit out of your comfort zone, and it's going to feel a little strange if you start trying this, because it's not what you're always doing, but I promise you this is the first step to actually building a system, a marketing system in a business that's built for long-term growth, scalability, salability, and actually building an asset. So, my goal for you today, the first thing, is for you to understand the only way to create an Amazon-proof business is to profitably build and scale your off-Amazon sales. And the second thing is the only way to profitably build and scale your off-Amazon sales is through the e-commerce intensive system, which I'm going to share with you. Now, I can confidently say this because I've trained now, I've worked with thousands of sellers, but I've coached one-on-one 87 different sellers in every niche you can imagine. They've all tried to do this, and at one point or another, it's fallen apart because they just missed one or two critical pieces. So I just want to share with you what this system is, what the pillars are of it, and show you how you can start implementing it. So this is me, Bryan Bowman. I won't waste too much time with this. Like I said, I am an e-commerce seller. I've been an Amazon seller primarily. I've diversified off. I have a vested interest. I'm equity partner in 3 different brands, so I know what you guys do day in and day out, but I just really like the marketing side of it. So anytime I have a chance to share it, to get on stage, I love it because I just know how important it can be to implement your business. So again, recently I got to get on Hacking Live, share the stage with this guy, which is pretty cool. All right, so my life before e-commerce. I was an actuary. Does anyone know what an actuary is?
Yes.
All right, it's like 4 people. It's like usually more than numbers. Usually one of those. Yeah, nobody knows what it is. No, I did not take care of birds. But actuaries are basically they're not accountants.
No, but
That's the easiest way.
It starts with an A. They use numbers. So
Insurance that announces a bit better to accounting.
yeah. So
determine possible.
yeah, like what they're really good at is what they're really not good at typically is like talking at parties and things. But what they're really good at is figuring out what something in the future is worth today. That's what they're really good at. So insurance companies hire them, right? That's how they figure out premiums. That's how they figure out risk. They're used a lot in mergers and acquisitions. They're used, I did variable annuity hedging. The idea is understanding the present value of something. And while it doesn't seem like it directly translates to selling on Amazon or e-commerce, it actually has a huge application because there's some basic math that you have to get right. If you get this math right, or at least if you're even aware of it, it changes everything, because where our attention goes, our energy goes, that's where, when we're aware of something, it's able to grow, right? The quickest way to grow your revenue in your business, I promise you, is to get a big-ass whiteboard, divide it up into 12 sections, put it up on your office wall, and write down your revenue every single month. Just write it down. and write it down the next one. I promise you in 90 to 120 days that number will go up because you're actually paying attention to it. You want to grow your email list? Like how many customer emails you have? Write down how many customer emails you have. For most of you in this room, the number's less than 1,000, which is a little bit scary. Write that number down. And then write it down the next month. Write it down the next month. I guarantee you that number starts going up. There's two numbers that I'm going to want you to track in your business, and I'll share them with you, and I'll share why they're so powerful. So, this is a quote by Gary Halbert. You don't know who he is? Please go find out who he is. Greatest direct response copywriter ever. And when you think copywriting, you think boring, like, write words. These great copywriters are also the greatest psychologists out there. They understand how to convert people from prospects to buyers, and he was the best at it. He said, we're all in one business. We're all in the same business. You think you sell what you sell, we're all different. We're all in one business. We're all in the arithmetic business. It's got to make the numbers make sense. When they make sense, we can scale. So, what is the e-commerce intensive system? It's really built on 5 pillars. The first pillar is we acquire our leads, right? We get prospects. We nurture those prospects. We convert those prospects to buyers. We fulfill not only on the product, but on the experience. I don't have time to talk about this today. If you guys want to learn more about this, I have a podcast called Marketing for E-commerce. If you listen to episode number 2, I talk about selling on propositions, not pricing. And one of the 5 propositions we want to sell on is the unique value proposition, unique experience proposition. So I can't go into that. I only have like 20 minutes. But remember that we fulfill not only on the product, we fulfill on the experience. You're not in the product business. John Paul DeJoria, who's a billionaire, he built Paul Mitchell. He said he never wanted to be in the product business. He wanted to be in the reorder business. Not because that only makes for higher lifetime value, which we're going to talk about, but his focus on creating a product and experience that was so unique and so powerful, people couldn't help but want to reorder the product again. So that's how we have to start thinking. And the final thing is we ascend them. What else are we going to send them? Are we going to sell them? Jay Abraham says there's only 3 ways to grow your business. You guys know what the 3 ways are? Sell. Basically, but the particular way we want to sell. The first thing, we want to get more customers, right? Obviously. When those customers buy, we want them to spend more, and we want them to spend more often. Those are the 3 ways that you grow your business. Those are the only 3 ways every business grows. And that last piece, spend more often, is when we ascend them here. All right. So, I love this quote. Smart guy said it. Brilliant marketing cannot beat bad math. You gotta know your numbers. So that's what I'm going to try to share with you today. And I know you guys are like, not math. Math sucks. I hate math. But I promise again, this is good math. This is the type of math that makes you money and helps you scale your business. So, I call it marketing math. There's only 2 numbers, and there's a lot of numbers that I would love to get into. I think are really important. There's about 6 of them. Again, I've talked about it more on the podcast, but these are the 2 I want to talk about today because I want to show you in a case study how this works its way into, like, how it's actually important. Like, I want to show you how we actually translate this in a sales funnel, which is what I want to talk to you about. So the first is lifetime value. I'm sure you've heard of this. It's basically how long is a customer worth to you throughout their lifetime doing business with you. This is something that when you sell in a marketplace like Amazon, you're like, I don't know. Amazon's kind of like, I've always thought of it as, it's like a marathon. And you're like that guy that you're like with the water, and you're like, all right. Like when the crowd comes, you just give them the water, they take it, you have no idea who took it, they're gone, but you know there's another crowd of marathon runners coming, right? They're going to keep coming, right? You have no idea who took it though. And you're not able to leverage the fact that like they're going to be thirsty again. And not only are they going to be thirsty again, they're going to want running shoes and running shorts and running pants, and they're going to want to go to the next marathon. There's all this other stuff that they want. So we want to be able to connect with that person and not just wait for the new customer to come in. Because at the end of the day, like Amazon owns the marathon, right? And that's where the real money's made. And MRR is the second thing. Now this is something most e-commerce sellers don't think about, which is huge for you. This is a massive opportunity. So let me just say, all of this is a new opportunity for all of you. Because I've had the chance to speak to literally thousands and thousands of e-commerce sellers, and no one gets this. And it's not just e-commerce sellers, it's online marketers, period. They just don't get this. So it's a huge opportunity for you if you can start even paying attention to lifetime value and monthly recurring revenue. Again, MRR isn't something that e-commerce sellers think about. But imagine not starting every month brand new. So we're not starting at 50K, we sell 50 grand and we're starting at 0 this month and 0 this month. What if we could take 10% of that and turn it into some kind of recurring revenue? So at least I start at $5,000 next month. You'd be amazed at there's two things here. Lifetime value gives you amazing certainty because you're able to go into the marketplace like bringing basically a gun to a knife fight. And MRR gives you peace of mind because you know you're not having to reinvent this thing every month and hope that the traffic comes because you're able to start forming up a baseline and it starts having a snowball and it gets more and more and more. It starts growing, so that confidence keeps building. All right. So LTV and MRR, and I'll break it down for you in a second. Okay, so here's a case study. I picked this one specifically, not because it's the most impressive one. In fact, these numbers kind of suck, to tell you the truth. You guys can't see it. Our conversion rates are a lot lower than I would like here. But this is 15 days into this. This is a brand new client, 15 days in, and basically you can see, so just under, it's over 47 grand in sales. But the main thing is, I want to talk about this. This is the sales funnel. This is what the new customer, the process they went through when they first came in and bought their first product. So when we talk about getting them to spend more when they buy, right? We need more customers and get them to spend more. This is how we get them to spend more. And then on the back end is where we ascend them, which we can't really talk about today, but I'll share some details with you. I don't have time to go through all these numbers, but I picked them also because they actually don't have their own product yet. We're using the sales funnel as a way to bring in our target audience with a product in the niche that they want to develop their private label in. Does that make sense? Super powerful. Like if you're considering, man, I'd really like to get a private label, but I'm selling someone else's product. All right, well, we use that product as the bait. We get them into the funnel, and in any of these other, and I'll show you what the pages kind of look like, we can always introduce a different product, and we can test the product real time with real dollars and see, are people converting? If they're converting, that's a way to start sourcing, to start testing product ideas, and you guys are all amazing at sourcing products. So you can find the product if it turns out that it's selling, and you can build a private label brand off that. All right. So as much as everyone wants to talk about the 47, I'm going to give you the real numbers. Okay? So revenue, aka this is the e-com vanity metric, right? This is the one everyone loves to post online. It's like, oh, life is good, I'm doing amazing, I don't have $5 grand in the bank, but I made $2 million last year. Okay, so this is the e-com vanity metric, 47,359.04. All right, so this is our profit before ad spend. Okay, so it's all right. Not too bad, right? It's like just about 25% or so. That's how much we spent on ad. It's a lot of money. So our profit actually at the end of all this, is that right? 5%. Was just under $2,900. Like that's, why would I do all this? I just go on Amazon and I'll just make whatever, right? But make $9 grand or something. Sweet. And you don't even have to worry about all this stuff. All right. But remember, have you ever heard this quote? Whoever can spend the most to acquire a customer wins? Few of you? Okay. Well, get this tattooed somewhere, I don't know, in your belly or something. You read this every single day. I promise you. Dan Kennedy he's not some newbie. This guy, he's built massive, massive brands. And ultimately, the business that can spend the most to acquire a customer wins. The most to acquire a customer. And no one ever reads this part. I never know why, because this is actually the most powerful part of the book. If you expect to make a profit on the initial sale only, you will grow slowly if you grow at all. You must make sure you can afford to buy customers, outspend your competitors, and have an effective strategy for maximizing customers' value on the back end. So here's basically how it works. If you want to make money right at the front end, you're playing small time. That's where amateurs make their money. All the pros make their money on the back end. You're seeing the top of the iceberg, and everyone's trying to make money on the top of the iceberg. You make the money on the bottom, right? What's under the surface. That's the machine. Because if I know, let's look at the real numbers, okay? I'm making $6.69 actual profit, which is actually pretty good. Like nobody makes profit on the front end. So this funnel is actually doing it's not that bad. I'm finding ways to spend that money as fast as I can though, because I want to have as much firepower as possible on the front end to go take all the customers off the table. So I'm systematically creating a funnel and a back end process that just gives me more ammunition than anyone else in my space. So while everyone else is like, all right, how do I make my $15 go as far as possible? Because that's how much they know they can make on the front end. Which, by the way, if you even know that, you're already a step ahead because people just kind of guess when they run ads. But it's like, all right, I got $15 of profit to work on. Well, I know post-purchase, this is my profit on the back end. We've been in this niche long enough. I know how much we're going to get these people to buy. It's actually going to be worth on the back end because of the remarketing system we have in place. It doesn't cost me anything to remarket to them now. So I got them on a messenger list, we have them on an email list, so now I can reach out to them. Then I have MRR value. We always bolt down an association to all of our physical product brands. One of the easiest ways to get recurring revenue in your business. And our average retention is 8 months on a $12 subscription. So that's worth $96 to me on the back end. So now my total LTV per new customer is almost $190. So when I know that, now I'm power posing, right, in my market, because now I know I can go out and spend $70 and acquire a customer, while that guy's over there trying to figure out how to do it on 15. Does that make sense?
Yes.
But it's just because I knew the numbers, and I built a system to maximize the two numbers that I care about most, which is that LTV and that MRR. Okay. So what does that mean? We had 431 new customers come in that 2-week period. Not too much money, right? It was like whatever, just under $3,000 in profit. But that 431 customers at $189 a piece was actually worth close to $82,000 in profit. Just because I had my pillars set up and I had a back-end system. That was just on 2 weeks, guys. That kind of sink in? Does that make sense? Because that's how we can scale way faster than everybody else. One of the easiest ways to increase that LTV is through memberships, is through associations, because they're constantly being indoctrinated into our products, into how we run our business, into the quality and the time we take into finding products. We survey them so if they become more loyal to the brand. When you start selling on a unique experience and not just on price, you isolate, you push your competition out of the picture. Because now they're not thinking about what the lowest price is, they want your product. Because they've attached themselves to your brand. Exactly. So again, show you the real numbers. This is what everyone likes to see, but what I really care about is what happens on the back end. All right, so I really want to make sure I get this to you guys. So just remember, you got the 5 pillars, and we got to get the first domino down, though. Because all the back end stuff's exciting, but we got to get you guys going. Because I know that's really a lot on the front end. So you got to pick one traffic source, and you send all the traffic to a sales funnel. I'll be here for a little bit. You guys can ask me questions. I'm happy to answer anything. But we never send them to a Shopify store. Shopify store converts best 2%. We can get a sales funnel to convert about 8 to 9 starting out. We can get it as high as 15 once we dial it in. So which traffic source? Everyone should start with Facebook. It is hands down the place you want to start. I can tell you all kinds of different ideas and strategies and all this stuff, but the bottom line is start on Facebook. Your customer's there. It's the easiest place to target your customer. I can't get really into all the different strategies. That would be its own talk on its own. But start educating yourself. Facebook ads are super easy to run. One thing I can give you right away is start figuring out how you can use video in your ads, because we can retarget video viewers. We call them goodwill videos. So if you're in the camping space, do something that educates them on what they really want to know about camping. But now we know that if they touch a certain percentage of it, they actually are into camping, so we can retarget them with our product. Does that make sense? Yeah. It's like the most powerful feature you can do on Facebook right now is video view retargeting. So, how many of you guys have tried running Facebook ads? A few of you. How did it go?
The interface was pretty complicated for me. I used it for our label business.
Okay. On average, okay, so let's just say, how many of you when you ran Facebook ads, you ran one ad? At least one ad. At least 5 ads. least 10, at least 20, 30, at least 40 ads. Okay. And that right there is 9 times out of 10 why Facebook doesn't work. On average, a new campaign, we run 256 ads. Okay, it's like, what? That makes no sense. Why would you do that? Okay, this is how we do it. There are only 3 things that make your ads work: audience, copy, and image. At the end of the day, that's your ad, right? The audience you're targeting, the image, and the copy. Everything else, it helps a little bit, but those are the 3 major drivers of your ad performance. In the middle, that's where the money is. But you got to run a lot of ads to figure out what the middle is. So at a minimum, we'll run 16 audiences, 4 copy angles, we call them. I don't have time to get into it, but I'm happy to talk about it in the hall if you guys like. And 4 images. And we split test all of them. There's this new feature. It will change your life. If you're a Facebook advertiser, it's called Dynamic Creative. It has made this whole process so freaking easy. You can see on, you find a YouTube video or check out some of my content. I talk about it a lot. And I talk about it on the podcast as well. So, bottom line is we test a whole bunch of ads. Think of it as wet spaghetti noodles. We throw it against the wall. We wait 4 days, whatever's sticking on the wall. Yay! We're amazing Facebook advertisers. And then we scale those ads. Does that kind of make sense? Cool. So, which funnel? I use ClickFunnels. A lot of different ways to build funnels. I use it. This is Brunson's. Yeah. It's the easiest thing I've found to use, and I don't know. Russell Brunson's the founder. He's also a friend, and I think he's done an amazing job. So this is where I recommend you start. So let me walk you through the funnel, like what it looks like. This is the funnel that we use for every single product. Like, we literally copy and paste the exact same funnel. We change the copy, and we run it. This is where we always start. It's always our control, and it always outperforms everything else. So we start with the sales page. Talks about the benefits of the product, not just the features. Has a lot of lifestyle images. Remember, people are buying a physical product. If you want to look at a good example, I just saw a funnel actually on the way here today. It was awesome. SMOVE, Smooth. Smooth is like this stabilizer thing for your iPhone. Check that out. Their sales page is awesome. There's going to be a big button that says Order Now. When you hit Order Now, you go to an order form. We use a 2-step order form. Basically, people input their email first, then they put their payment method. We have an order bump, which is basically a pre-purchase upsell. So imagine if you're selling the shoes, you also will sell them an extra set of laces. All right, they check a box, it adds it to their order before they pay, okay? Then there's an OTO, one-time offer. Wait, the order's not yet complete. Maybe you guys also like this other pair of shoes, these running shorts. Whatever it is, it's something that's complementary that the person who bought this is going to want to buy. You'd be surprised, man, I wish I had more time, because you'd be surprised how many of you Amazon sellers, all this is sitting in your Amazon customer data. We just take your fulfillment reports, we throw it in a pivot table real quick, and we know like what people are buying together, and it just tells us what to put in these funnels. Next thing is a down sale. So we always assume if people don't buy the offer, it was price, not because of the offer itself. So we ask them, are you sure? So, because like basically, if you buy right now, you get it for 20% off. So that's the down sale. So if they say no to the offer, we show them the down sale. If they say yes to the offer, then we skip the down sale and we go straight to the second offer. Then on the thank you page, order is done. We have what's called an offer wall. On the offer wall, we have other products, other things we know you like, given that you bought these running shoes. And this offer wall, so sneaky. So when they click this, where do you think it sends them?
Back to the start.
Right back to another funnel. It's called funnel stacking. We've had customers go through 4 funnels like this. They came in for a $17 product, walked out spending $372. They want it. Give them what they want. You like a link to any of our funnels? So just remember, I think I'm out of time. Just remember your competition. They're all trying to kill each other up here. And what I just want you to focus on is down here. That's where you make the money. And it's LTV, MRR. Like that's what you got to be thinking about. And it all starts with just launching this funnel. And take it.
Just real quick, how are you getting this information from our customer data that Amazon won't give us?
Okay, I promise I'll talk to you all.
Well, tell us.
So, well, we have to extract. If you don't sell anything on Amazon, this is the problem. Is you can't do this.
No, I sell a lot on Amazon.
Oh, if you don't sell anything off Amazon, right?
Oh,
It's just you can't.
so you can't do it.
You
for
can extract the
specific
data
Amazon
to
sellers.
educate what our starting point should be, but at some point we've got to sort of take the leap of faith. We've got to start driving traffic. We got to use funnels because hands down is the most effective way for you to right away start making enough to offset the traffic cost, so you can start scaling.
So you're saying you do this off of Amazon? It's not an
All of this is off Amazon.
Off of, okay, all right.
Yeah, all of my
It's just
clients,
slide.
like 95% of my clients are all Amazon sellers that are doing great, and they're like, they see the writing on the wall, and they're like, all right, we gotta go.
But you also capture the
Well, that's the best part, is
You couldn't say that.
well,
No, I'm
you gotta give me 45 minutes.
He had another 5.
So, if we go back here, I mean, this is the best part, right? Out of 42,000 uniques, we've got 431 buyers, but we capture over 1,000 emails.
Wow.
So this doesn't include our remarketing effort, because our remarketing campaigns and these people who showed up and didn't buy, on average, it's costing us $20 to convert one of these buyers. It's costing us about $4.50 to convert one of these. We're already there. We knew they were interested. Now we just have to start getting their objections. What was the problem?
When you're testing ads, how do you keep audiences, your ads from competing with each other?
Optimization happens at the ad set level. So with dynamic creative, you start an ad set, and all the variations happen at the ad level.
Okay.
And it'll give you all the data. I can talk to you more about it, but you can break down by every part of the creative now, and then you put together the best ad, and you rerun it to a new ad set. I'll explain it to you. So anyway, I'm out of time. I think this is part of what the yells need. All right, and I guess one last thing. So let me ask you a question. Are you guys super overwhelmed? If you are, it's okay, it's normal. So here's what I'm going to do. I am, honestly, like I never would ever do this for anyone else. We do have a 16-week e-commerce intensive. It's where we take clients and we take them from their Amazon business and we do this process for them. We walk you through it step by step. It's literally, we meet every single day and we walk you through this for 16 weeks. If you do have to apply, it's not like a fake application. We actually need you to apply to see if it's a good fit. We don't want you coming in if we can't help you, basically. But what I am going to do is you go apply and you get into the program. Well, I'll also give you a year of the Ecom Underground membership. This is actual value. People in here pay $197 a month. But I found that being a part of the community helps make your results better. And also throw in a ticket for you to our Empowerability Workshop, which actually is a $5,000 workshop where we go deeper on all this stuff on a 2-day intensive. So one thing I'm going to ask you to do, if you are interested in applying, take out your cell phone. Yeah, but make sure you take a picture because honestly, no one else. This isn't like some, false scarcity thing that we do. Really, it's just for folks that have attended the event. So. Anyway, sorry I had to go super fast. I just would have loved to share more with you guys. All right, thank you.